welcome back to Books with AR. Chapter 58. Finished. Elder Ouyang gave Wang Lin a scornful look. He said, "You're only a little junior. What right do you have to trade with me? If you take out the treasure left behind by the Heng Yue Sect's founder, I might exchange one drop of poison with you." Wang Lin frowned. He secretly sneered. Then he activated his attraction technique to full force and grabbed. Elder Ouyang's face instantly changed. "Junior, you dare." With that, he waved his sleeve and an old-looking flying sword came out. The moment the flying sword came out, wind started to gather and formed a giant sword in the air. The sword swung down. The moment the sword appeared, a hint of killing intent appeared in Elder Ouyang's eyes. This disciple was simply too strong, and he will become a threat to his Xuandao sect in the future. He wanted to take this opportunity to destroy his cultivation. Huang Long's face darkened. He realized what Ouyang's intent was and immediately took out his sword. Wang Lin let out a laugh. His attraction technique reached its limit, and the invisible hand he created turned visible. Two large hands that emitted white light appeared. Swirls of light appeared around the hands, and all of the clouds surrounding them scattered. One of the giant hands grabbed hold of the neck of the centipede. The other hand rose up and blocked the sword that was coming down. The sword that was swinging down slowed down until it was stopped in midair. Elder Ouyang's face was all red as he revealed a look of horror. The other two elders clenched their teeth. Disregarding their status, one spat out a rainbow-colored ribbon that turned into a rainbow-colored ribbon. It shot toward Wang Lin. Meanwhile, the other elder threw out a piece of jade, and 8 ghostly fireballs appeared and shot at Wang Lin. A strong heat wave reached Wang Lin, but his expression didn't change at all. He created another hand with his attraction technique. That hand created a swirl of wind around him, causing the ghostly fire to fade. All of this happened very quickly. No one even had the time to react yet. Both sects' elders stood on each side of the centipede, ready to fight. When Dahu saw the centipede cough out the poison, he was afraid that Wang Lin wouldn't have anything to hold the poison. So he waved his sleeve and threw out a white bottle. He shouted, "Disciple Wang Lin, use this to hold the poison." After that, he took his flying sword and started fighting the Xuandao sect elder that let out the ghostly fire. The 3 elders of the Xuandao sect were all furious that they were stopped by the Heng Yue sect elders and were unable to stop Wang Lin. When Wang Lin saw the centipede cough out the poison, he quickly moved back a bit. He took the bottle and used his spiritual energy to move the poison into the bottle. Elder Ouyang furiously shouted, "Heng Yue sect, you've gone too far!" Huang Lung secretly sighed. He put away his sword and backed away. The other elders all did the same. Wang Lin's face showed hints of regret. The centipede's poison could be the cure for his father's illness, so he was determined to get it, no matter what. He clasped his hands and said, "Elder Ouyang, this centipede's poison is very important to me. I have something that can be considered a fair trade for it." With that, he threw out a very normal-looking jade bottle. The bottle was filled with the river water he had stocked up on from the back mountain. Elder Ouyang's face was sullen. He was about to speak when, carefully scanned the jade bottle, he frowned and said, "I heard that 500 years ago, several nascent soul cultivators of the Heng Yue sect created a cultivation ground with spiritual energy several times higher than normal. I guess this liquid came from there?" When the cap on the bottle was opened, a strong aura of spiritual power leaked out. Huang Long gave the jade bottle a look, then rubbed his beard, and he said, "This brat, he even brought out a bottle of river water." Elder Ouyang grunted. He weighed the bottle in his hand and said, "Friend Huang Long, your Heng Yue sect has a very good disciple. Goodbye." With that, he glanced at Wang Lin. After pondering for a while, he sent a message to Wang Lin. "Nephew disciple Wang, I can let this matter about the centipede's poison go, but the Heng Yue sect no longer has any nascent soul ancestors behind them, so stay at your own risk." With that, he touched the 1,000-foot centipede. The centipede glared at Wang Lin and flew north. At that moment, Wang Lin noticed that on top of that centipede, there was a pair of attractive eyes looking at him. He was stunned. His mind was still echoing the words of Elder Ouyang. As for the owner of that pair of attractive eyes, after looking at the person once, he didn't even take it to heart. After the Xuandao sect had left, the entire pine fleet was silent. Huang Long's eyes swept the area. Smiling, he said, "Today's exchange is won by my Heng Yue Sect. All inner disciples will be rewarded. All of you can go to the pill house to get a bottle of spiritual energy gathering pills. You all have to follow Wang Lin's example." All of the inner disciples started to cheer one by one. As of now, no one dared to call him trash anymore. Wang Zhu's heart was in chaos. He said to Xuandra, "Teacher, disciple wants to go into the life and death passage. I will no longer concern myself with other affairs." Da Hu let out a sigh. Wang Zhou was his favorite disciple, so he knew of the issues between Wang Lin and Wang Zhou. He pondered for a while, then nodded and said, "Fine, you can take this opportunity to hide from Wang Lin as well." Wang Zhou let out a bitter smile, but didn't say a word. Huang Long spoke again. "All of you can leave. Wang Lin, come with me." Wang Lin nodded. His gaze swept the crowd and landed on third brother Ouyang. He said, "Third brother, wait a moment." Welcome back to Books with AR. Chapter 59, Questioning. Ouyang shivered. He forced a smile and said, Brother Wang, do you need something? If you need some spiritual energy gathering pills, I still have a lot left and can give some to you." "Third brother, there's something I want from you. Your helper, Wang Hao." Wang Lin stared at Ouyang. Before, he was not confident enough to go against Ouyang, so he didn't help Wang Hao. But after this battle, he had a much better understanding of his own power. Ouyang's expression became unsettled. He bitterly laughed in his heart. He clenched his teeth and said, "Wang Lin, that Wang Hao is my helper and is very important to my pill creation, so I can't agree." Huang Long stood at the side, very puzzled, and shouted, "Ouyang, it's only a helper. How important can he be?" Ouyang's face was very bitter. He decided to bite the bullet and said, "Sect head, disciple can't obey. Wang Hao has already." Wang Lin's expression quickly changed. He moved like lightning toward the Heng Yue Peak. Huang Long and the other elders were all confused and followed behind. Dao Yu grabbed Ouyang as he followed Wang Lin. Soon, Wang Lin arrived above the pill house in the main courtyard. He scanned the area with his divine sense and quickly found Wang Hao's weak life force in the back room. The moment he entered the room, his anger reached its limit. In the large room was a giant pill furnace with Wang Hao sitting cross-legged inside. His life force was growing weaker and weaker. Wang Lin didn't even blink. He moved his hand and sent out his attraction technique to grab Wang Hao. As the hand formed by the technique came closer to the pill furnace, a rainbow-colored light came out of the furnace and collided with the hand. Wang Lin coldly snorted. Immediately, the power of the attraction technique reached its peak and broke the rainbow-colored light. Wang Lin gently grabbed Wang Hao and placed him on the ground. He placed his right hand on Wang Hao's forehead and remained silent. At that moment, Huang Long and the other elders arrived as well. The red-faced elder looked at the pill furnace, then at Wang Hao. His expression suddenly changed and shouted, "Fire furnace trial!" Dao Yu carefully looked at Ouyang, who was in his hand. He threw him on the ground and said, "Ouyang, you sure have guts. Although this fire furnace trial isn't banned, you can only use it on people outside the sect and never on anyone inside. Did you forget?" Ouyang's face was completely pale. He kneeled on the ground and whispered, "Disciple came, joined the sect, and became your disciple at age 15. It has been 25 years, and disciple is still stuck at the 6th layer. I'm unwilling to give up. Once this fire furnace trial is complete, the pill can not only extend my life, but will also give me a chance to break through, so I had to try, no matter what. This Wang Hao is my personal helper. According to the sect rules, I can do whatever I wish, and he is not part of the sect, so I have done nothing wrong." Wang Lin opened his eyes. Before, Wang Hao's life was in critical condition, but after he sent spiritual energy into Wang Hao's body, he was able to save Wang Hao's life. After he heard Wang Lin's words, he let out a few snorts. Huang Long frowned. On one side was the genius Wang Lin, and on the other side, a faithful disciple of 25 years, Lu Yunjie. He found this decision very hard to make. After pondering for a while, he made a decision and said to Dao Yu, "Junior brother Dao Yu, you are in charge of disciplinary actions. How do you want to deal with Lu Yunjie?" The moment Dao Yu heard this, he immediately understood sect head's decision and said, "Lu Yunjie will go into seclusion for 20 years. Huang Long nodded and turned to Wang Lin. He kindly said, "Wang Lin, from now on, this Wang Hao will become an inner disciple. Consider it making it up to him. From now on, you can't go look for Lu Yunjie for trouble anymore. After all, you are all in the same sect." Wang Lin glanced at Lu Yunjie and said, "Disciple obeys." Huang Long waved his sleeves and said, "Okay, since the thing is resolved, Dao Yu, you deal with the matter here, including Wang Hao's retreatment. Wang Lin, you follow me." With that, he walked out of the room, then floated into the air. Dao Yu looked at Wang Lin and smiled. "Disciple nephew Wang Lin, don't worry and leave Wang Hao to me. As long as he's still alive, I'll find a way for him to recover." Wang Lin slightly nodded after taking a look at Wang Hao, whose face had recovered a little. He left the pill house and followed Huang Long. Wang Lin had been thinking this whole time. He understood fully well why sect head Huang Long wanted to talk to him alone. Before long, Huang Long brought Wang Lin into the main hall. Then he suddenly shouted, "Wang Lin, you sure have guts!" Wang Lin's expression remained calm and said, "Sect head, if you have something to say, just say it." Huang Long grunted and said, "During that exchange, what technique did you really use?" Wang Lin chuckled and said, "Attraction technique. If sect head doesn't believe me, you can have a closer look." With that, he activated the attraction technique and grabbed all the tables and chairs in the main hall. After making them circle the room for a few times, he put them back to where they were. Huang Long carefully examined the technique, then began to ponder. After a long time, he suddenly asked, "You were obviously at the third layer, and even now you still look like you're at the third layer. How do you have so much power? What level are you at exactly? Wang Lin, tell me the truth." Wang Lin's face revealed a bitter expression and said, "Disciple doesn't really understand. I just kept on cultivating and it became like this. As for what level I have reached, Disciple doesn't know." Huang Long stared at Wang Lin and said in a deep voice, "Wang Lin, you're still not going to tell me." Wang Lin wryly smiled and said, "Disciple really doesn't know." Huang Long secretly sighed. He didn't want to pressure Wang Lin too much because, no matter what, Wang Lin was still a disciple of the Heng Yue Sect, and he had also just done the sect a great service. He will also very likely become a star among the inner disciples. Thinking about it, his expression became friendly and said, "What was in that bottle you gave to the Xuandao sect?" Wang Lin chuckled and said, "What you were holding earlier. You should know better than me. It's just the river water from the back mountain."